Hey Glam fam, Linwood here with my beautiful eldest daughter, Alexzandria.
Hi everybody, so excited to see you again.
Amen. And today we're going to be doing a style on her. As you guys can see, I have already prepped her hair by shampooing, conditioning, blow drying, and we even trimmed this hair today just so that way it would
And also, we brushed it too.
Yes, and we brushed it. Just so that way we would be able to go through the process a bit easier for you. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start taking this down. And then we can get into the fun stuff. Luxuriousness. Yes. Yes.
Hiya. Like a new look. Wow, today my father's gonna do beautiful two buns with a little design in the middle. And I'm pretty sure you guys will like it. My father's gonna show my head at the end of the video. Hope you like this video. This video is made for my father, GlamFam, YouTube.
Alright you guys, so we're going to begin just by parting her hair down the center. So I usually follow the bridge of the nose and we take it all the way down to the nape. So I'm going to begin by doing that first. Alright, so I'm going to take one side of this and just loosely clip it off for now. And then we'll get into the fun stuff here. So let me go ahead and adjust the camera a bit. And then we'll get it taken care of. Zan has already grabbed the product that we're going to be using primarily, and that is Shine and Jam. Hold it up close so they can see it, Zan. Right there, in the camera. There you go. All up in there. Shine and Jam, that's what we're using today on these braids. Okay, so once we have this hair parted down the center, I'm going to follow the round of her head a bit here. And from there, I'm just going to go ahead and bring it back to about this center point here. So it's like a semicircle.
What's a semicircle?
It means part of a circle.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought it was called a half circle.
No, because a half circle could be a half and a semicircle could be less than a half. Okay, now I'm going to be using the Shine and Jam for a number of different purposes. You can see it's a brand new container. But I'm going to be using it primarily, yep, tilt, 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 tilt. I'm going to be using it primarily at first just to help hold the excess hair out of the way that I'm not working with. Now I'll take a duck pill like this one here and pin that hair off to the side.
And this is cool. It's like jelly that you can eat, but you can't eat it though.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating that.
Yeah. You
Alright.
get totally sick.
Yep. Alright, once we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and section this hair off some. Tilt your head forward, please, Ian. We're going to go ahead and section this hair off some. So I'm going to take it and round out that semicircle a bit. And pretty much what I'm doing here, I want to start it at a point up in the front. And we're going to round it out towards the back. And actually her part line right there needs to be straightened out just a bit more. That's better, okay. So this is the reason why I like to use the metal tip rat tail combs. They allow me to get a bit more precise. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take that first section there and we're just gonna pin that out of the way. I'm gonna work with just this section of hair right here, okay? So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Shine and Jam and we're gonna apply that, I've already seen it baby, tilt your head down. We're gonna apply that around the scalp area but not on the scalp. Once I've done that, I'm going to lightly comb that through some because I want to make sure it's distributed rather evenly. Alright, so I'm going to start off by braiding this section here. Now let me turn you guys a bit. I want you guys to be able to see clearly what's going on. So we're going to begin by picking up some sections of hair right here. And I'm going to braid it all the way to the outside edge. What that means is I'm going to keep my hand, my right hand, underneath this part line. And I'm gonna bring everything down to that side. I don't want it to be in the middle, I want it to be on the side. So as I'm braiding, everything gets brought over to that side there and allows me to keep the braid on the outside of the parting space. I hope that makes sense. If not, you'll see what I mean in just a moment. So you guys see how as I'm going, that hair is traveling to the outside and it's staying on that outer edge there. To me, it's just one of those things that kind of adds to how intricate this style looks, even though it's honestly going to be rather simple. And then it allows my hands to just kind of follow the outside parting of this braid. So as the parting rounds, the braid is going to round out as well. Alright, so once we finish that, I'm going to braid it out some, pretty much to the ends. Okay, so once we've done that, I'm going to go over to the other side, and I want to do a mirror parted section, so I'm going to go ahead and do my best to copy that side there, just like that there. So you guys can kind of see how we're mirroring the other side, and I'm going to follow the same steps. The only difference is now, instead of going to the outside of the part here, I'm going to go to the outside of the part on the opposite side, which means now my left hand is going to be staying stationary while the right hand is the one that does all of the movement. So taking a bit more of the Shine and Jam, and we're just going to place that around the braid, or around the parting.
It's with honey?
Yes, honey is one of the ingredients. Okay, so once we've done those two there, we're going to do two more right on the outsides of that. We're going to curve those as well. And I feel like this is when you really begin to see that shape be exaggerated. Now I do want to round it out a bit more just to kind of accentuate the look of things. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and widen out her parting space on this side just a smidge, and then we'll bring it back in. I know that probably didn't seem like much, but I'm all about visuals, and I feel like that's going to help out quite a bit with the overall shape of the style. Alright, so I really want to accentuate the look of a point, so instead of starting this way, I'm actually going to turn an angle this way here. So I'm going to come across and start with a small triangle there. This little piece is going to be the beginning of my braid. Now, I know that seems like a minor detail, but it's going to make a big difference in how this braid turns out, because instead of it just looking like she has a straight braid that kind of curves, it adds to the detail around the front of her hair and also makes things look a lot more neat on the finished result.
Okay, so I have this part slowed down a bit just so that way you guys can kind of easily see what's going on. And I want you to see how neat my sections are. I feel like this is really important for just giving that almost stitch braid type of look, while still making sure to keep my mind focused on the fact that I'm keeping my right hand stationary. My left hand is the one that's really doing all of the moving and pulling the hair over to the right side. So I'm going to speed it back up here, and then from there I want you guys to just notice my right hand stays consistent along that part line. It stays just beneath the part. My left hand is the one that's kind of doing all the work and pulling everything down to that part line. And this just ensures that that braid stays directly on the part instead of in the middle of the two parting spaces. I hope that makes sense for you guys. If not, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here in the image.
Alright, so now that we've got this side finished, I'm going to go ahead and part this side completely off. We're going to move on these clips right on over, and we'll clip right here. This is going to come over this shoulder. We're going to do the same thing on this side that we just did on this braid here. And we are almost done already, you guys. That's how easy this style is. Alright, all the way down. Okay, so at the back of these braids, what I'm going to do is go ahead and take them and we're going to crisscross them. So I'm bringing one over the other, just like so. It's going to create a little bit of a diamond pattern right here in the back of the head. From there, I'm going to go ahead and slick the rest of this hair on into a ponytail over here. We'll do another one over there. Still using the Shine and Jam. I like the Shine and Jam because it gives smoothness, but it doesn't make the hair hard or crunchy at all. And that way we can get a nice degree of shine, a good degree of hold and smoothness, but it's still soft to the touch.
As you guys can see here, I went ahead and just put it on the outsides of the hair. I'm combing at first just to kind of lightly smooth it. And then from there, notice I did switch to a larger comb just so that way there's no tugging, no discomfort for her. Then you can go back with a nylon bristle or boar bristle brush to smooth this hair out. It just kind of helps everything to lay nice and smooth without making it crunchy or hard like a gel would, or causing her hair to revert and curl back up.
Alright, so you guys can see I did that over here. We're going to do the same thing over there. Now what I'm going to do here, turn a little bit for me, Zan. I'm going to go ahead and place a little bit of the Shine and Jam right around this outer edge here. And I want you guys to kind of see, just taking an edge brush like this. Some people use toothbrushes. That would be Allison. I'm really not an edge connoisseur, but this brush makes things a little bit easier for me. Alright, so once we finish ponytailing that, I'm going to go ahead and just braid these up in little individual plaits. If their hair is not long enough, you can add some hair for this, but I'm not going to worry about adding it to it. I just want to create a pretty simple style that I think is appropriate for a young person of Zan's age. Alright, from there I'm going to go ahead and wrap that hair right on around. We'll tuck the ends underneath in the bun. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some bobby pins and place them through that bun, making sure they're not touching on the scalp, because I don't want her to be uncomfortable because of them later.
Does. Because I do not like hair hitting the back of my head. It does not feel good.
It feels amazing.
No, it doesn't. It does it to my father. It's nuts right now.
Alright, so you guys can see here, this is the finished look of her hair. Let us know what you think in the comment box down below. Zan, can you go ahead and lift your head up for us, please? Yeah, so you guys can see this. Like, I gave her a little swirl with the baby hair, just for those who are obsessed with baby hair. But you guys can see it's a really simple style. It doesn't require a ton of extra effort and energy. And I just think that it's something, it's girly, it's pretty easy. It shouldn't take you 22 years to duplicate. And also, if you're not an avid braider, you can do this part with twists as well. So feel free to get creative. Until next time, you guys, take care, God bless, stay glam.
And have a wonderful day.
And you know we love you, boo. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Thanks for watching YouTube GlamFam.
Yes, all that. Bye.
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 If you don't yet follow us on Instagram at GetGlamFam, be sure to check us out. We have tons of stuff that you just may love, including comedy, foolery, and behind the scenes stuff on videos like the one you saw today. Be sure to check us out and follow. Take care, God bless, and stay glam. You know I love you, boo.